Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Wine Addict with Pearllie Hart. Today the red wine is back and the iPad is back as well. We're going to be looking at two stories that have been sent to me. Remember, if you want to get featured or if you want to share your stories with me, just send me a DM, okay, on Instagram at Diary of a Wine Addict Pod, or you could send me an email, or every Thursday I put up questions, the question box on my Instagram story, so you could just type your messages there. They will all be sent or read out anonymously. So let's go straight into the video. Whew. Oh, these two are very short stories. These are really short stories, actually. Oh my gosh, these are really deep stories. Dear DWAP, I have been going through chronic depression. My grades are suffering. I'm single and lonely. And my small business is not even moving at all. I have contemplated suicide. This is not for self-pity. I'm struggling. What do I do? Oh my God, I feel like this is bigger than me. What do you do? Listen, oh my gosh, this is very personal to me. This is personal because I feel like as a youth in Nigeria, or just as a youth playing, we go through a lot. Like, the mental struggle is real. And I don't know if I'm in a position to advise you on what to do, really. Let's talk about you being single and lonely. You do know you can be alone without being lonely, right? You don't need to, I feel like you need to find the peace and happiness in yourself first, and that way it doesn't feel like you're seeking happiness in the hands of somebody else, so you don't need somebody else to be happy, really. If your grades are suffering, I think you need to do something about it, and that starts with you taking a decisive decision, right? With all this is very emotional for me. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like my story a little bit. Oh my God. I laugh when I'm nervous. I laugh when I'm about to cry. It's weird. Such a weirdo. Please do not contemplate suicide. Suicide is not the answer at all. I know that you've heard this multiple times. People say, oh, suicide is not the answer, but they don't give you the answer. Really, just be content first, knowing that suicide will not stop anything. The world will just... Although, yeah, you won't feel anything because you're dead and gone, but that is really not the way, because you literally have all the answers inside of you. I feel like you should try to live each day, one day at a time. Personally, from somebody that has gone through depression or is still actively going through depression myself, I try to live each day at a time. I try to document, write, journal. You could try journaling, write out how your day has been. Just start self-care. And I know that is so cliched, but start it and just see how you feel better. And if you feel like, listen, you don't feel in the mood, you're not in the mood to study at the moment, close that book and just take the needed rest. Okay? Take pauses, take rests, take breaks. The world will still be there when you come back, all right? Man, I really wish I could see you in person and give you a hug. But whatever you do not, that's a cowardly way out. Suicide is a cowardly way out. Do not contemplate it at all. Listen, think about the things you love. I'm sure there are things you love. Think about, do you love fried chicken? You're not going to eat fried chicken again. I know it sounds very very bland, but think about things you love. The sunset, sunrise, these things, life itself. Just immerse yourself in just the things you love. Okay, the person you know you can be, you're meant to be, the person you know you can be. That would not happen if you take yourself out of the board. So that would not happen. So what I'm trying to say is, try to be among people that love you or you care about, and also try to find things that you love to do and start doing them again. If right now your grades are suffering badly because of your mental state, you could give it a break. Okay, you could pause it. Anybody can go back to school at any age. This is the 21st century. Nobody is going to be or you went to school at such and such age. Nobody cares. I can guarantee, I know it for certainty that nobody cares about what year or what age you are in university. Listen, if it's not working at this moment, pause it. Take a pause. That's fine. It's okay to take breaks. And you can do it whenever you feel like my head is in a better space. All right? And as for your small businesses, I've been there because I personally have a small business, and sometimes I feel like it's snail hour because it doesn't move, and it feels like it's when is it going to kick off? Don't stop. Consistency is key. You might think that people are not noticing you. People watch, people notice, and when you keep being consistent, eventually it will all work out. All right. Please do not contemplate suicide. If you ever feel like you need to talk to anybody, please reach out to me personally. Pearllie Hart on Instagram personally, or you can still reach out to my podcast page as well, Diary of a Wine Addict. We could talk from there. So I wish you love and joy, and please, suicide is not the answer at all. I love you so much, so much, and thank you for watching my videos. I love you. Okay, that was a bit sad. That was really sad. I feel like my voice was shaking. Because listen, that's what youths go through every single time. It's not a child's play, bro. It's not. So let's go to the second story. Right. The second story says, Dear DWAP. Oh, this is another emotional one. Dear DWAP, I have self-identity crisis. I don't have a purpose or know who I am, really. I live every day as a character in a movie. Nothing interests me. I'm 20 years old. What do I do? You're just 20 years old.
You're now listening to
I know it's not just because everybody has what they want to do at certain points in their life. But you're literally just starting life. And it's something I have to constantly remind myself as well. I'm literally just starting life. And I know we can get carried away with the dreams, aspirations, what we want to do, who we want to be at certain points in our life, certain ages. But the truth is, we're just starting out. And things take time. You will find your purpose. And this self-identity crisis happens. It's very, very common, actually. And I'm even glad that it feels like, because a lot of people don't even care about their purpose or anything. You just live life as it comes. So it's kudos to you knowing that you're trying to put things in place. You're trying to find yourself. You're trying to know who you are. And that's what you should be doing in your 20s, actually. That is what I do in my 20s. Like I'm trying to figure out who I am, what I like. I'm trying to date myself. So I suggest you date yourself. Try to figure out, what do you like? What are those things you don't like? What path would you be willing to go through? Not what your mommy or your daddy or your auntie or your uncle. What do you want in life? Okay? Nothing interests you. Something must interest you. Something must interest you. You just haven't found that yet. So you have to, don't give up on the search. Keep searching. Keep trying out new things. Keep reading new books. Watching new movies. Keep looking out for new friends or new networking, network, new friendship. Try to socialize. I feel like a fraud saying try to socialize because I rarely socialize myself. But yeah, listen, if it's not okay, then it's not the end. But it will be okay in the end. So if it's not okay, then it's not the end. So you're just getting started with life. You're just 20 years old. And everybody knows your 20s is like a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery. So you're just getting started, really. Okay, it's your second decade. So you've got to allow yourself space to grow. Be patient with yourself, okay? You'll make mistakes. Be patient. Don't be quick to say hateful things to yourself. Yourself is listening. A lot of times we forget, we say good things to other people, we love them, we say beautiful things, and we forget ourselves. Every night we go to bed, we forget to say I love you to the one person that truly matters, and that is yourself. So don't be like that. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself through all the changes, through all the new things, through all the confusion, everything. Love yourself through it all, and you will come out victorious. Keep finding your path. Don't get lost on the way to finding yourself. And even if you do, get up, stand up, keep moving. Stand up! Stand up and keep moving. Okay. Thank you guys so much. This is all I have for this episode. This one was really mature and not, hilarious like the other ones, but I really appreciate it because we need to talk about deeper things in life as well. I'm not saying that marriage and the other ones we talked about last week wasn't deep, but these for me are really deeper things, like on a mental level. So thank you guys so much for sharing your stories with me. As usual, these are anonymous stories, so feel free to reach out to me to share your story. These stories will be published live on air anonymously, okay? So your identity will be covered. All right, so let's talk about these things. And if you guys have anything you want to say, please leave a comment down below. If you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, and if you're listening on Spotify, please leave a voice message and I will get right to it shortly. You have been listening to
Diary of a Wine Addict with Pearllie Hart.
I love you guys. Love. Mwah. I'm kind of tipsy. I love you guys. Okay, I'm going.